guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. I wanted to talk about the banners, right? Just sort of more or less go into it. I guess a preliminary sort of like which banner should you probably summon on? Because we actually have some interesting stuff, right? So, recently Dokkan has begun adding animations to these banners, which does allow us to get an early glimpse at them. It's not all of the units, but we get, we get a glimpse at basically the best units on the banner. So we could probably make a pretty educated decision. Now, there are potentially going to be other very good units that might be on either banner, which we'll talk about. So, the banners drop in 13 hours. It's going to drop at midnight my time. We have the two banners. We have the LR Dokkan Fest GOKU and Vegeta banner. Then we have the Carnival LR Metal Cooler banner. Now, real quick, I think Goku and Vegeta are more along the lines, I feel like, of a top 5 unit, and I would say Metal Cooler is more like a top 10 unit to me. That's just kind of, what I'm taking from sort of like using them, like a couple of times and kind of just getting a feel for them, right? I feel like Metal Cooler, though, he potentially could have a very long, relevant life cycle with the way his revive works. I can see a very PyCon, Hercule, Tech Androids type future for this Metal Cooler. So you do want to keep that in mind, right? Whereas Goku and Vegeta, they're just more of like a traditional good unit, right? Then we have the ban unit, Krillin and Gohan. This is one of the worst, besides Raditz. Raditz is the 1 in a million anomaly horrible unit. This is probably the worst summonable unit Dokkan's dropped in quite some time. I don't feel like I'm exaggerating with that. I mean, AGL Goku Black could have been better, but I mean, he's still a good unit, right? Like, he's still got good support. He can get up to some good defensive numbers. I feel like he's very helpful. I see literally no point to this unit whatsoever. Besides the fact that this is the first named character, Krillin, and this, Gohan. This is kind of the Gohan from the Android Cell Saga, right? There's Kid Gohan from Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga. Then we have Gohan Youth from the Android Cell Saga. And then, of course, it becomes Teen Gohan from the Buu Saga on. Even he's grown-ass man with a wife and kids, but he's called Teen in Dragon Ball Superhero, right? Ridiculous, but I don't see it with this character. I'm trying to move backwards in my head. Like, I guess the Trunks and Goten really weren't too impressive on Saiyan Day as well. I feel like they weren't really that good. Nappa on Raditz's banner, I feel like, was an effective unit. I think the AGL Super Saiyan Vegeta was good this year. 16 and 18, while they have a frustrating design, sure, they were still rather helpful in a lot of red zone stages. You need some luck, of course, but like they still had the potential. This is just a completely unnecessary, unneeded design. So let's talk about the banners, right? So this, of course, is the JP Dokkan Fest banner, which is this is the global version. They're exactly the same, right? Which is not a shock. The Dokkan Fest banner for part 1, which was this bad boy right here, was completely the same on both versions, right? So this is the banner I would recommend players summon on. Abso-freaking-lutely do I recommend this. If you just look at the banner itself, Krillin and Gohan, I'm not high on. Goku and Vegeta are like borderline top 5 unit, like in the game material. AGL Cell's one of the most impressive Dokkan Fest TURs even still. He is really good. He has not aged at all. Incredible. UI Goku, much better than many people give him credit for. It's very difficult to survive these big time red zone bosses attacks. UI Goku, you just dodge it, right? Yeah, okay. Cell Max does his 1.8 million damage super attack. Cool. UI Goku just says, nope, sorry. Right, so that's good. Full Power Frieza, I feel like I don't really like his role on Final Form Cooler's team. I feel like he can be a struggle defensively. He's very glass cannon-y. I'm not as high on that Full Power Frieza as I was previously, but he is still an exceptional unit. The thing about, especially both UI Goku and Full Power Frieza, while I don't consider them like, they're not like top 20 units in the game, I don't think, UI Goku or Full Power Frieza. But there's a plethora of content throughout the game. These characters will still really help you. Easy A's, Super Battle Road stages, Dokkan Battlefield, right? Like that, honestly, like at this point, it seems like, especially with what Dokkan themselves have said about wanting to make different units for different kinds of content, and they wanted to have different levels of difficult content, right? We got Red Zone, we got Cell Max, we got Infinite Terminal History, Boss Rush, Battlefield, Easy A's, all these different types of things. At the very least, those two Dokkan Fest LRs at the back, there's a lot of content across the game where they can help on. I don't like them so much as leaders anymore, but that's just a shift into the new meta, right? 2022 is going to feel, I think, in terms of like characters' power pertaining to the events, it's going to feel weird this year. But I feel like that's, again, just 5 years of the 170% meta. Now we're in a 200% meta. We're just sort of settling into it, right? I feel like 2023 is going to be a lot less sort of jarring for a lot of players, right? And we're going to start getting these banners that, are going to begin to have, 3, 4, 200% leader characters on them, and it's just going to feel a lot better, right? But I don't really like too much these days using a lot of leaders that aren't 200%. I feel like the game is really just like built around that at that point, right? But this, I would absolutely say these are the banners that you guys probably should be going on more so, right? Not even about, how good is Metal Cooler versus how good is Goku and Vegeta. They're both like top 10 units in the game for sure, right? But like, what else is on the banner with them? I've been saying the same shit for years, right? Like, you want to go for these banners that have a bunch of good featured units, so that way you don't pull Goku and Vegeta, but you pulled AGL Cell, who's a god, right? You didn't pull Goku and Vegeta, but you pulled Full Power Frieza, who is going to help you in 80 stages across the game. Like, really good, right? That's much better than going for, like, in previous years past, these shitty LR banners where there's one really good LR featured and then a bunch of fucking bullshit, right? You don't want to do that. Okay, so then we have Cooler's banner, the Carnival LR banner, right? Huge upgrade to previous Yellow Coin banners, right? Let's not dive into like the stupid coins, which I agree is stupid, and Carnival banners are blah, 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 blah. But one thing I actually do want to say, I see people are confused about this. Yellow coin banners are not dead. They're still going to do yellow coin LRs. Your yellow coins you could still use to get these characters, right? It's just that they wanted to create a new type of LR as well. Well, again, I agree that the teal coins are stupid. I think they should have just made it blue coins, right? Like, people are talking about, if only we could exchange our yellow coins and our red coins and then our blue coins and then all that stuff. And then they wanted to have a new type of LR. I think a new coin was unnecessary. They should have just used blue coins. But like this, they should let us use our yellow coins or transfer our yellow coins. That's not what Dokkan is trying to do here. They wanted a new type of unit, a new type of LR, right? I think they could have just made it blue coin, especially because that's what the Dragon Carnival banners were before. They were just blue coin, right? But keep in mind, you could still use your all of these characters, not Metal Cooler, but all the rest of the characters here, and then we're going to talk about the global version right here that has Goku and Gohan. You can purchase all these back characters with yellow coins. On this banner, you will also be able to purchase them with Carnival coins. Seems like what they're going to do moving forward is every featured unit on a Carnival banner you could buy with teal coins, but they're also, I think eventually, I feel like Metal Cooler and then Goku here could both be featured on the next Carnival LR banner, which we should get in December. December, I think, is going to be a big time for us to find out, is this format super good, or, are a lot of people right and it's actually super ass. But if they drop Carnival Dragon Fest Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or Carnival, blue Goku that transforms into UI Sign or something like that, and then he's featured on there, and then Goku and Metal Cooler are also featured, it's going to be pretty clear how good the format might be at that point. Now, Global, for one of the first times ever, this might be the only time ever actually, their banner is just outright better than JP. Great Ape Vegeta, right, is a character that has more recently released on Global than this unit right here, Goku and Gohan. This is a huge upgrade. While Great Ape Vegeta, I think he's valuable because he's on some really nasty bad categories, right? And he could be good. He could be really good in stages with a lot of enemies. If your RNG is good with getting him key, he could be a good defensive force as well. Like he's a solid unit. But LR Goku and Gohan, to me, they are a huge, powerful force, right? This is, I think, one of the best units in the game. So now you start to look at this banner and it's like, dude, Janemba is a god now. I mean, we all know how impressive he is on Final Form Cooler's team, activating all of Cooler's, big links, and they're just nasty together. Janemba can hold down slot 1, Cooler holds down slot 2, and it's GG. You have 3 units here that I think are like Metal Cooler's top 10. This unit is like top 20, and so is Janemba, I think, sort of like top 20-ish. You have 3 of the top 20, I think, in there. Now, if we look at this banner, Cell is like close. I feel like Cell's probably like top 15 for me or something like that, probably, right? And then Goku and Vegeta are crazy, but like you have more top tier units featured on this than the Dokkan. This has never happened before, where a banner like this, because dude, it's gonna be 7 LRs on here, right? So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be 2 other LRs. Now, they're not going to be particularly great LRs, right? Like, if we take a look at this, right, like, these 3 right here in particular are very iffy, right? This guy is only not iffy because he literally just easy-A'd, but these 3 are, like, ball sack, right? You're not getting value out of them. These 2 are really good still, I think. And then, of course, we look at the global version. They had Future Gohan and Trunks. This is a solid unit as well. I think STR Kaioken Goku's a little bit better, but people were overblowing it saying JP's banner was way, way better. I'm not saying that. I think Kaioken Goku's better than Gohan and Trunks, but he's not 10 times better than them or something like that, right? Like, it was still the same banner minus that 1 unit. But it looks like Metal Cooler's banner is a lot better than Goku's. I don't know. What LRs do we expect to be featured on this? Oh my god, could you imagine if Goku Black and Zamasu are on here? They could. It's probably going to be a couple of just old-ass villain LRs. Maybe Bojack. I bet you Bojack will be on there. Like Bojack, Majin Vegeta, those type of units. LR Goku Black and Zamasu would be insane because on Global, they're going to easy A, and they become one of the best units in the game once they easy A for sure. And then on JP, right, they currently are one of the best units in the game after their easy A. So that would be pretty ridiculous. If we got this nice post right here from Misaka. This is just sort of just like a kind of a graph here. Let's actually pull this over like this. We can kind of take a look at what we know and what is going to be on these banners. Now, we know for sure, I could say this for sure, right? That, yeah, STR Kid Buu should be on there, right? He's not on the actual image, but I think, STR Kid Buu and STR Vegeta, we could sort of pencil in on the Goku and Vegeta banner, correct. The other unit that you can put here, AGL Metal Cooler, I promise you. Like everything so far, these 8 units, I'm telling you, are in stone. STR Vegito, STR Kid Buu, and AGL Metal Cooler are absolutely on there. The last 2, hard to say. If we'd pick a unit from around Kid Gohan's time, the GT Dokkan Fest, maybe Dokkan Fest Trunks and probably Trunks and Goten. I bet you Trunks and Goten would fill this slot right here. So this would be Metal Cooler. This probably going to be like Dokkan Fest Trunks and Goten. And then this could be in Future Gohan or Android 13 or something like that, probably, is what I would say. Then down here, we have 2 LRs that would be on here. Again, maybe Bojack, AGL Majin Vegeta, Goku Black and Zamasu, something like that. And then 3 random units. We know 2 of them for sure. I'm telling you could mark this down. STR Piccolo and the Tech Vegeta. Super Saiyan Vegeta for sure will be on there. Who would be the last unit? I don't know. It would be Icarus Kid Gohan probably. Yeah. So this is probably STR Piccolo, Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Icarus Kid Gohan at the end right there, and then 2 other LRs. Damn, dude, I want to just say, of course you should summon on the Dokkan Fest banner, right? STR Kid Buu, he gets his 200%, he's going to be a god. AGL Cell is god, right? I was going to say these 4, but I'm not a fan of Krillin and Gohan, right? But, you know how good those top units are. The thing about the Dokkan Fest banners, for the most part, is you actually have legitimate leaders, typically. But, I mean, that's not even really the case. Of all the characters featured on this banner, only two are units I would really recommend running as leads right now, and that's Goku and Vegeta and then Cell, right? I guess AGL Metal Cooler you could run as a Wicked Bloodline lead. Like, that's such a tight team. I feel like that could work very effectively. Especially if you're going to bring like a friend Final Form Cooler or LR Metal Cooler or something like that, right? But this is the best like non-Dokkan Fest banner ever. That's not we're not talking about like step ups or some like really crazy gimmick banner like that. But just like like a yellow coin banner previously or something like that. This is good because you're talking about specifically more so for global, right? Because I think this unit is I rate them very highly. This is a crazy trio featured on here. Tech Broly, I think, is ass at this point, right? Power creep, years old. He'll get an easy eventually, though. He could be good, right? In a year. Maybe he's crazy. Here's my theory for next Worldwide Download Celebration. Last year, Super Saiyan Goku Full Power Frieza. This year, Super Saiyan Goku and Cooler. Next year, I'm saying Super Saiyan Goku, third year in a row, and Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And then part 2 would be the second Broly movie. That's my official prediction. I'm putting it down a year in advance. Super Saiyan Goku 3 years in a row. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Sure. Whatever, man. Right? Because that Goku does not have a unit in Dokkan that takes out Broly in that first movie. So that would be pretty good. But yeah, this banner is actually strong. I would recommend players more so go for the Dokkan Fest banner. But, I mean, dude, you're going to have 7 LRs featured on coolers along with 3 very good LRs. Gohan and Krillin are okay. If you're on JP, Grid Vegeta's solid, but, Goku and Gohan are impressive. We know how good LR Janemba is. So, let me know what you guys think. But, I mean, these 4 banners, this Goku's banner is far and away the worst banner, right? These 2, of course, are as good as we'd expect Dokkan Fest LR banners to be. And Metal Cooler's banner, I think, is surprisingly good. There is value there for a lot of players. It's pretty nuts, right? I'm telling you, I love this format compared to what they've done previously with the 2 Dokkan Fest banners and then the top Legendary Summon banner. Nah, throw that away. I'm taking this all day.